Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to our post-industrial and still not yet post-apocalyptic world. But we all can witness all the BS going on around our world. So very soon we will ride our horses and use horse carriages again. And despite of that, we would still need to have some sort of lubricants to lubricate the hubs of our horse carriages. And today, in our post-apocalyptic kitchen, we're gonna cook some grease. And grease gonna be cooked out of used engine oil. This engine oil been processed, redistilled, and now we've got sort of kerosene or diesel fuel type of oil. It's a base oil, it's called base oil, so this one could be tuned into anything you would like to. It could be tuned into an engine oil, it could be tuned into grease, and it could be used as a diesel fuel. So it's very versatile substance, and today we're gonna cook some grease, simple grease. And for that we would need just few components. First, it's our base oil or diesel fuel that we produced out of used engine oil. We would need a little bit of water, drain cleaner, sodium hydroxide, main component of this drain cleaner, and also a little bit of beeswax. So it's a beeswax, we're gonna use it. So, what we're gonna do right now, first of all we need to bring the temperature of the oil up to 90 degrees Celsius. And while we're gonna wait until the temperature gonna be up to the desired level, we'll prepare a little bit of sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, all we need to do, just get a glass jar, and add a little bit of water in there. Probably too much. Be careful. This video is just for not really for educational purposes, but it's for fun, you know. So we've got a little bit of water. We would need approximately 10% of the solution to be added into the oil. So we grab our hydroxide, and this particular hydroxide contains some metal, I believe aluminum or something like that. So we let it react and settle, and we'll try to use whatever good solution that's going to be settled for this particular purpose. Now, temperature of our oil supposed to be 90 degrees, now it's 78. And while we're waiting, we're gonna add a little bit of beeswax in there, so it's melting there. I already made some shavings over here. Some strange sounds because it's post-apocalyptic world, probably some monsters going around. Okay. Now we've got 93 degrees, we added a little bit more of beeswax. There's a lot of flies around because there's a rotting corpses and zombies walking around. Flies just feasting on them. Anyway, let's carry on. I just increased the volume of my radio, waiting for some signal from the survivors. Anyway, we're almost there. Now, beeswax was diluted almost completely. Yeah, just increase a little bit of temperature, because once I added some beeswax, the temperature goes down because beeswax is colder than the actual mixture. Now, I believe we've got our solution ready. It's our hydroxide. And we're gonna add it. Now 82 degrees. Okay, now what we're gonna do now, we're gonna mix and we're gonna add our hydroxide solution. Now we added a little bit of hydroxide. Keep mixing so everything would react. I'm gonna check the temperature. Temperature is 60. Okay, temperature seems to be fine. Now checking the droplets, if it's gonna solidify. After cooling. We finished preparation. It's get a little bit colder, not colder, just cooler, but it's still about 60 degrees anyway. So before it's completely solidifies, we're gonna transfer it into another container with the white top, so it will be easy to get the grease whenever you need it. So now I'll try to transfer and hope that this jar is not gonna melt. Remember, we're trying not to get the temperature more than 90 degrees, so do not exceed the temperature. Now it's still sort of liquid yet, and we transfer it here. Just mix it a little bit. Now we leave it alone for a while and see what's gonna happen. A little bit later. Oh, we still got some here. Just let it cool. And when we're gonna get, hopefully we're gonna get good good grease for our horse carriages. Some time passed by and now we can see the result of our work. It's almost solid. It's more like a jelly now. It's not ready yet, but almost there. It's gonna become more like this, relatively solid